reflects the corrugated iron roofs of the island. Denmark is the largest of the five, with its facade of perforated, hinged stainless steel sheets. The Danes believe they're about good communication, so the walkways are bridges, giving the staff a chance to meet and chat. The staircase is a homage to Arne Jacobsen's Aarhus Town Hall classic, and his lamps light the lobby. Probably the best lights in the world. New Berlin provided a perfect opportunity for PR on a global scale, and architects have risen to the challenge. They've shown that design can say subtle things about a nation's self-image.
In the 60s, Britain was going through a technological revolution, and in 1961, the Post Office, who ran the nation's telephones, commissioned a building. And in 1965, a spaceship landed in Soho. 580 feet high, built to withstand a nuclear explosion and unashamedly beautiful. Eric Bedford's Post Office Tower married function with design and changed London's skyline forever. And I live in its shadow. The tower was designed to be a big aerial. The control floors are contained within the green glass section with the aerial galleries above. And it still transmits TV, phone and data signals to this day. Technologically and stylistically, it was quite ahead of its time, and it caused a bit of a stir.
Watch this tower grow from a hole in the ground.
This is the first time I've been up.
Why does it have to be so high, anyway? More than 200 feet higher than St. Paul's.
Most buildings are designed to move in extreme weather, but the top of the BT Tower only moves a maximum of 20 centimetres in gale force winds, so that the aerial dishes are not thrown out of alignment. Another aspect of Bedford's genius of engineering is that the 13,000 tonnes of steel, concrete and glass that make up the tower all rest on this concrete pyramid 7.5 metres beneath it. In 1971, the IRA exploded a bomb on one of the public observation decks, and after a series of bomb threats and hoaxes, the tower was closed to the public. The building was refurbished in the 1990s, but the inner core remains exactly the same because this is the structural support for the entire building. And these stairs are where the London Fire Brigade used to host their annual sponsored charity race up and down the 885 steps. Sadly, much of the original 60s decor has been ripped out to make way for corporate minimalism, which is a shame because it's lost some of its character. The tower is now exclusively for the use of BT and their clients. Aside from the decor, the tower's lifts are pretty unique. Apart from catapulting you to the 34th floor at a speed of 25 feet a second, they're the only lifts in the UK that can be used in the event of a fire. And this is the site of what was the Post Office Tower's famous revolving restaurant. It's not revolving for us today. I have been here when it was revolving, and the only way anyone knew that it was because they couldn't find the toilet. The restaurant itself was licensed to holiday camp entrepreneur Billy Butlin, and in the height of its 60s cool boasted a cocktail bar, a snack bar, a full a la carte restaurant, and obviously an "ooh, I can see my house from here" view. You can actually see my house from here, and there's my laundry, but there's a lot more interesting things to look at. This was the tallest building in London. It still dwarfs the London Eye and Centre Point, and all through the 60s, people queued around the block to sample this breathtaking view. Now this is a breathtaking view. It makes you want to sing. The hills are alive with the sound of music. 38 years old and still looking like something from the future. For me, the BT Tower stands as a monument to a time when Britain led the world from the front, with the newest and best in design, in technology, in fashion, in cinema, in art, in music. A time when Britannia ruled the waves, the airwaves and the radio waves.
Next time on Dreamspaces, Helsinki puts the inn into Finland. The future for London's last power stations. Offices so cool they make you want to go to work. And Mark Radcliffe on why the Lowry's better than Lard.